Really excited to see the people are joining in large number on this webinar, and happy to see you all from length and breadth of the country. And thank you for joining in. If you want to have a full screen, there's a red button on the right hand side of the screen with the three dots. If you just press that, you would not see the chats and you would be able to see the full screen. Most of the time, I would keep the chat off because otherwise there's a continuous messages that continue to keep on coming in, and my attention gets diverted. But then, what's important today is to basically answer all your queries. So, whatever the queries that comes to your mind, please do not ask in between. Just park the queries towards the end of it, and I would be very happy and very glad to answer all your queries towards the end of it. Right. So with this, allow me a permission to start this webinar and let's it go. Yeah. We are here to own an online education center and make 2 lakh rupees profit per month. I'm sure when this statement comes into the mind, online education center, it really raises the eyebrow. You know, it's a very positive energy it brings in. To majority of the people who share with me, they say, when you say online education center, you know, it is something very exciting, you know, that comes to your mind, right? But what actually it is what something that I'm going to share with you today, and how it can be a turnaround situation for most of the people is something that I'm going to be sharing today. Right? So, can you make 2 lakh rupees genuinely, realistically? Is that really possible? Is the opportunity available? Is the opportunity genuine? We have a master plan for the same. And I'm going to share with you today the master plan, the secrets of how we do that. And not only that, towards the end of it, I'm going to offer you a plug and play opportunity, which will help you to instantly start your business. 57% of the people are the full time into it. Can you just beat that? 57% people are depending on this as a bread and butter. They're the sole bread earners, which means this is a dependable income. But why you are here and why I'm here is primarily today we are here to, it's not about me today, it's about you. It's about you becoming an online entrepreneur. It's about you owning an online education center. Here, there's a reason for you to be here. There could be a different reasons. The reason could be your professional challenge could be lost job or about to lose job. Second thing is scare of catching up COVID-19 virus. Scenario number third could be enough of corporate pressures. You're not able to sustain the politics and the corporate pressure. A family is completely ignored. The timing that you had to devote to the office are so high that you are not able to actually, like, the family is completely ignored. It could be not enjoying the job. You feel that you had it enough. That is enough is enough. That's the kind of a feeling that you're going to get it, right? If either of these reasons are there for you, I want you to write it down. If you can just quickly write it down. What is your reason? Is that first, second, third, fourth, fifth? Or if you feel that it's all, you can write even all. So these are the challenges that we all face. What are the challenges that you have? Today, we will have a very interesting opportunity for you, and I think most of your challenges will be taken. In fact, all of the challenges can be taken care of. So what does your dream life look like? I mean, this what is the next question. Who doesn't want to have the freedom of income? I think all of us want the freedom of income, right? Do you all not want the freedom of income? And when I say freedom of income, does not ever mean that when we go to the restaurant, we don't have to see the menu on the right hand side from the pricing part of it. We have to see what we need to order, and we can comfortably order in any restaurant, in the best of the restaurants in the whole world. That's what should be the income. And I don't want to actually like show you something which is rosy but not achievable. I'm talking about something, the part that I've traveled today, right? So freedom of income means you have a capacity, you have a platform to earn more money. It's not that you're earning money right now, but if you want to enhance the income, you can do that. That's the freedom of income. Freedom of time, anywhere you want to operate from across the world, you just require a Wi-Fi and you require a mobile phone, and that is all. These are the only two things that you require, and you can travel across the country, even if you're, going to Goa or you're going to Mauritius, and you're basically spending a good family time there. At the same time, you will not miss the business. You can still do the business. Third part is work-life balance, the time that we invest for the family, freedom of place. You can travel across the world. Tomorrow you get transferred. There's no problems about it. And this is the most important to my mind. Stay home, save life. And that is something which is very important today. That the safest place today is home. And if at all you can get an opportunity that you can operate from home, I think that is the best opportunity. Let's get into it, right? And so this is what it is. An opportunity is nowhere. The way we look at the opportunity, we can continue to keep on searching for an opportunity endlessly, or there could be a reason where we say opportunity is nowhere, and everything, every opportunity that comes to us, we find the fault that this is missing in that, or it could be other way around. It's just that we need one reason to find out what is that one reason we should join it. Over here, opportunity is nowhere or opportunity is now here. So I believe in the attitude of having opportunity as is now. I'm sure you believe the same, isn't it? So whom is it for? It's for a housemaker who may not have, who have been busy into their daily life, and this is the time that they want to do something constructive and have a financial freedom for themselves. Into 9 to 5 jobs, startup, entrepreneur, trainer, and coaches, they can do that this job very, very well. Digital marketers can do this job very well. Retired people in sales or others. That's not important what your background is. What's important is there are only two skills that you require, and these two skills are basic computer skills, and second skill is called the interaction skill. So these are the only two things that you would require, right? You would require. So if you are good in speaking, interacting, you love to interact with the people, maybe you call upon your relatives and talk for hours, I think you have a love to interact with the people. And if you do have that, I think this is the perfect opportunity for you as well. When we say e-learning, you have three things. It can further be classified into three things. One is called the curriculum, second is called the extracurricular activities, and third is called the personal development. Now, there's so many people who have already got into curriculum, like Byju's is there, then Vedantu is there. There are a lot of people, a lot of big organizations which are there who have got into curriculum and they have been teaching online. They have developed the apps, they have created the animated things so that the children can understand very well. So there's a lot of traffic there, a lot of competition there. And though people have been really buying it also, but then that's the curriculum industry. So we chose not to get into it. Extracurricular activities, certain things can be done online very well. For example, learning guitar, and even today taekwondo, and all that stuff, art and craft, everything is happening online. Even the people are teaching dance and singing, everything is happening online. So these are called the extracurricular and personal development. Personal development are basically not it's something I will just talk about it, but personal development is really very interesting, and it is something which is really needed for children. So personal development for adults and students is something which is needed. This is one of the industry, and that's our focus area. So let's understand what is the personal development and what are the kind of challenges that the student face. The majority of you would be parents. I'm not saying all, but yeah, majority of you will be the parents. If you are parents, you'll understand there are three things in the child which you can classify into. First is called the mental skills. Is it? So when we say mental skills, emotional intelligence is important. NLP, programming the child's mind. A lot of time, you ask the child to do something and the child doesn't listen to you. Why? The child doesn't listen to us, and if he doesn't listen to you, how do you impact the child? How do you want if you want anything to be programmed in the child? How do you program it, right? And so this is one thing where we talk in terms of the confidence level of a child, the self-esteem, the emotional intelligence, the NLP. So these are the first thing, that is the mental skills. Second thing is the career. Career confusion is the biggest thing today. Parents are confused and even the children are confused. And there are 14 lakh counselors that you require for career coaching, but we hardly have any. And so, there are professional tools like psychometric tests through which the reports are generated and you do the career counseling on that. This is one of the areas where the children require help. Listen, right? And third one is the study skills. When we say study skills, the study skills is something I'm really passionate about, and I'll just be discussing in detail. Everybody teaches you curriculum, but which school teaches you the memory technique, the speed reading technique? the time management technique, the mind mapping, the wheel of life. Buddy, today you really talk about everybody is busy in competing in terms of, pacing up with the curriculum, helping the children to complete the curriculum, and then solve further difficult questions. But the skills that's required to do that is not being taught by anybody. I'll come to that a little later. But when you talk in terms of student challenges, mental, career, and study, these are the three challenges that the student it can be classified into three categories. If you take care of these three challenges, 100%, you can transform the student. You can really transform the student. It is like you're working in the conscious mind of a child, you're working in the subconscious mind of the child, conscious mind, subconscious, and you're giving the true direction of career. Imagine a situation how many of us were good in something else but got into something else either because the parental pressure or because the environment, and we didn't even realize what we were good at. And once you decide the career, you spend 40 years in that, and after 30-35 years you realize, what am I doing? I have all the things that I'm doing which I'm not enjoying. So today, if you don't plan this scientifically, the career for the child, he's going to spoil his 40 years. So I think it is very important that the child should actually get the right career opportunity, and we should help him in that. That's the idea, right? Okay. Now, once you understood this, so we are on a mission to empower the students online. We plan to impact the lives of 1 million students. So who am I? So I'm from Delhi, and my profession is primarily I'm an international business coach. I love, converting the businesses which are not doing very well into profitable business. And so I'm primarily a business coach and student empowerment coach. I have the programs wherein I transform the lives of children, and it's been very well taken. Apart from that, I've already empowered 10,000 lives through various seminars, webinars, and the other stuff. I've done my neuro-linguistic programming masters, my midbrain activation for kids and adults, and quantum speed reading and telekinesis, telepathy, all that stuff. I've been trained in Singapore. Apart from that, I've taken my technology and bought the technology from them. I'm a speed reader trainer, telepathy, DMIT, and psychometric counseling, and I do the career counseling. Right? So this is what I do, and I've created many people who do that. So now I'm more into TTT, but yeah, there was a time when I used to do it directly. So the business which I'm doing today and offering you today will solve big problem of yours and society too, right? People will give you money only, you solve the problem of them. Yeah, India is a great market. You know why? The very first reason is it is a great market because India has got the largest population of 5 to 24 years students in the world. That makes India a young market. And second thing is India has the largest, I mean not largest, but yeah, a huge population which is an English speaking population. That is another reason why India is a great market. Third, 100% FDI. The policy of government supports, and therefore it is a great market. And fourth thing, increasing investment. There are a lot of people who are investing into the education industry today, and therefore it's a great market. And as it is written, it attracts US dollar 500 million by the end of 2019. Scenarios has changed now, right? Here we offer you 3 income resources with potential to earn 2 lakh profit per month. Three challenges that you're talking about. Mental skills has to be developed in the child. We have to coach him on a career, and we have to teach him the study skills. Now we are talking about the products that you are going to offer. We are going to give it to you and train you on these products, and you are going to offer to the consumer of yours as a head and as an owner of your own online education center, right? Online career coach is one thing that you're going to become. In this offer, we are giving you 3 offers simultaneously: to become an online career coach, to become an online study skill trainer, and to do a smart mind program. These are 3 things we will be doing it, right? So let's understand the products. What are the products? When we talk about the online career coach, you cannot become a counselor for the reason because you are not psychologist. Since you are not the psychologist, you can't be called as a counselor, but you can definitely be a coach and you can coach the student, right? So you can start. The first thing that I'm offering you, I'm going to give you a software which is going to be there for the lifetime, which will generate unlimited reports, which is called the psychometric software. And this is being used by majority of the schools and also the HR to identify the multiple intelligence, the best career options, and a lot of other things. Okay, so we are talking about the career coaching business. Career coaching business is a strong business. We require 14 lakh career coaches in the country today, but we hardly have very less career coaches. So career coaching market is very strong in the country. How would you come to know that? How's the market? See, when you have to buy something or you're looking forward for something, where do you go? You go to Google, right? So the people who typed career counseling, the results are amazing. There's so many people who are looking forward for career counseling. Similarly, when we talk about psychometric test, the people who have been typing was searching for psychometric test are so many, and maximum are in Chandigarh, then in Delhi, then in Telangana. So you come to know Google Trends. I'm sure you would be aware of it. You just type anything in Google Trend, you will come to know what is that the people are searching. It will show you the graph. I've taken the 90 days graph for India. Right. So let's talk about what is psychometric test. Psychometric test is the measurement of your psychology. So what happens is we have a different. The student may have a different psychology. We have to identify a couple of things. For example, first thing we need to identify what is the aptitude of the child. What is the capabilities of the child? What is the strength area of the child? What is the signature strength of the child? That is the first thing to be identified because you always play on strength. You don't play on the weakness. Second thing, what is the personality type of the child? Because unless we know that, we can't guide him for the career. Somebody who is introvert, he may not be a good RJ, he may not be a good newsreader. So you need to have the personality supporting the profession that you choose. Finds learning style. What is your learning style? What environment would suit you best to learn? That is important. Best career scores. What are the areas that you can do better depending on your personality and your multiple intelligence? Adds validity to the recruitment process. If at all the HR wishes to hire people, they do psychometric test. If somebody is not performing in one department, want to move to other department, they also do psychometric test. So I think this single report is very useful, and it can be sold in the corporate as well as you can do it for the individual also. So I've already taken the glimpse of this report. Multiple intelligence theory is something which is like where you are able to identify the strong area. Somebody is very good in logical, somebody is good in musical activity. So somebody who's good in music would be very expressive for that matter. Somebody who is naturalist would be very observant. Somebody who is having a verbal linguistic would generally catch up the words and will remember the words very fast. Interpersonal skill will be a person very good in interacting with the people. Bodily kinesthetic, these people are good in sports, any movement, that the body can do. They have that intelligence. Spatial intelligence, that is about the space, 3D visualization, where these people become a good architect as well. And the intrapersonal is about the self discovery. So we have all these 8 intelligence available into us, and we need to identify which are the strong and which are the weak, and how do you convert the weak into the strong one. So this is just a glimpse of it. I'm sure you are not able to see the screen. Ria's theory is about the personality type, and it gives you multiple things about it. I can't discuss the whole report right now, but I'm just trying to give you a glimpse of it. And this last page is about the career. It will cover almost all the major career. It will tell you which are the career, and it'll give you the scores. It'll tell you what are the areas that you're strong at and what are the areas that you're good at. So what happens is it's a question-based test. You send the questionnaire to the child who may be in USA also. They will send it to you back, and once they send you back, it will take about 2 minutes for you to generate the report. You will email the report, and thereafter on the Zoom platform you can consult them. That's the complete process. So your role as a career counselor is going to be, you will be generating leads online. You will be educating prospects and converting them to the customer, generating report and email and counseling. These are the things that you're going to do it, right? So I want you to answer. If at all you can just take a moment and say, do you love counseling? Do you love counseling? If the report is there, everything is written, you just have to explain in a proper fashion for which we are going to train you. Do you think you are able to relate where you are helping a child and the parent from confused state on the clarity state?
Hi, I have been associated with Mr. Rajul Shrivastava for quite a long time, and recently I took his course of Mind Priest, which encompasses students' empowerment programs, memory techniques, speed reading, which help students to empower themselves, become very good. Psychometric analysis test is so awesome, which I have tried on so many people. It is so accurate, and his courses are so good, and he as a mentor is fantastic. Anytime you ask him for any kind of advice, he is ready to give it, and he solved quite a few problems for me, and whenever I had any doubts, he cleared it. I think his course is, I think, one of the best that I have taken from among so many courses that I have taken. Rajul Shrivastava is doing a fantastic job, and I'm sure everybody is going to benefit a lot from it.
How do you make money out of it? Ever, if you have tried it, you would know that career counseling cost is starting from 4,000 rupees onwards. How do you get into something which is a online career counseling? So revenue projections that I'm talking about it, if you do the career counseling, and by this report you generate the report and do the career counseling for even 2,000 rupees, which is very respectable, which will decide what the child will have to do the next 40 years. And if you get two customers a day, how will you get the customers? I'll talk about that little later in this. If you get two customers a day, your revenue is going to be a 1 lakh rupees, right? 1 lakh rupees is going to be the revenue. So if you just have charged 2,000 rupees and you get two customers a day, which means you consult two people, each counseling will take about half an hour. So it will consume 1 hour for you to consult the parents, two parents, and you can do that onto the Zoom platform or even on the telephone. That's not a problem. And your revenue is going to be 1 lakh rupees from this, right? So this is the first thing that I'm going to offer it to you. Everything is in the report. So it is only that you need to understand that how to read the report for the parents. What are the sections that you should be explaining, and what does it primarily means. And we are going to provide the training for the same. So you don't have to worry about that, right? Now, let's talk about the second part called the study skills. When you talk about the study skills market, we typed study skills. So people are searching for study skills. I mean, can you imagine? I never thought that results will appear, but I put that into the Google trend. The results were crazy. In Kerala, the maximum people are searching for study skills. Then comes in followed by Himachal and Telangana. So can you imagine? We generally think it's Delhi, Bombay, Kolkata, Bangalore, Hyderabad, but not like that. Kerala, maximum people are looking forward. Himachal Pradesh, nobody can imagine. People are looking forward for study skills. So I would like to, just break an eye and just share a small story with you. There's a story of a woodcutter, and this guy was well built, and he wanted to pick up the first job. So he goes to his friend, and they suggest, why don't you go to the nearby timber merchant? He wanted to hire somebody. So well-built guy goes to the timber merchant, and timber merchant says, fine, you can join in from tomorrow. Your job will be to go to the jungle and cut the tree. So next day he joins the job as it was the first job for him. He's very excited about it, very enthusiastic about it. And what he does is he goes to the jungle and with his all his excitement, energy, he's just really working hard. And till late evening, he continued to keep on working. And on day one, he's able to cut 7 trees. Amazing. That's really nice. And the timber merchant was very happy. What happened the next day? Same energy, same excitement, same enthusiasm, same amount of hard work he does, same amount of time he spends, but he only cuts 6 trees. Then the next day, 5, the next day, 4, then 3, then 2, and finally on day 7, he's struggling to even cut one single tree. Axe got blunt, and that is the right answer. Because what happens is the same thing which is happening with us and which is happening with the students also. We are actually overburdening with lot of stuff, curriculum, this, that, and everything. But we forget to sharpen the axe. We don't teach them the study skills, and that is the most important thing. These are the skills that you require. We ask them to memorize, but we don't teach them how to memorize. We ask them to read faster and comprehend better. We don't teach them how to read faster. We ask them to concentrate. Where do we teach them how to concentrate? Is the school teaching them how to concentrate? Except that traditional way of meditation, which doesn't work. The students doesn't meditate today. How many of them really meditate? Let's talk about the practical ground realities. It doesn't happen. You need to skill them. You need to teach them. You need to tell them how to organize the information into their mind. And these are the kind of skills which are required. If you teach these skills, it will curtail their time to half. If they learn the memory techniques, if they consume 1 hour to memorize, now they will consume after the memory techniques they learn, they'll consume half an hour. If they learn how to read instead of 200 words per minute to 500 words per minute and comprehend better, they would curtail 50% of the time and comprehend better. They can utilize the time better and they would be more fresh. That is what exactly I'm talking about. No school teaches memory technique. So therefore, it is very important we took advantage of this opportunity. These are the best-selling courses that we have it today. Wheel of Life, which will help you to identify the gaps. Memory techniques, which will help you to understand how to memorize faster. Speed reading techniques. How do you speed read? How do you really read faster and comprehend better? Mind mapping. Yesterday, I was delivering a class to a set of Singaporeans and UA children. I had a session wherein I was teaching them the mind mapping technique. It is so beautiful. It's like organizing the information into your brain, and that is what exactly we are talking about. Goal setting. How do you set up the goal? It's a process. It's just not we set your goal. We tell the child, okay, decide about your goal. But how? Who has taught them? Nobody. NLP techniques. Who has taught them? Nobody. We have to tell them how to manage emotions, how to manage actions, and you have to make it so simple that they love doing it. If they're drinking water and you tell them to energize water, they can energize water and drink, and you can see the effect because it sends it to the universe, right? It's all about the NLP. It's all about the law of attraction. We all talk about it, but how simply it can be adopted by us is something which will surprise you. And this is what exactly are we developing. Personality development. Kids are so shy today. So shy today. These are the kind of skills that we need to develop. But all these skills I'm talking about, we are going to train you, and you in turn are going to train the children, right? On the Zoom platform. So the opportunity is schools, coaching center are busy in chasing curriculum and don't develop study skills. Once students learn and adopt these skills, they will save time, learn fast and retain for life. It saves money for the parents, scores increase dramatically, USPs, you don't get all of them in one package, and the audience is global. Nobody offers this course. Separately, people might offer one, let's say, memory technique workshop. Have you learned about the study workshop? You wouldn't have. Generally, you would have heard of memory workshop, right? Rarely somebody would have heard about the speed reading workshop. It could be a handwriting workshop, that is little relatively common. But one single place where all the workshops as a package are being offered under one place, that we are doing it, and we're going to have fabulous response on that, right? and this is what is going to be yours now. So if you charge 1,000 rupees from the customer and you offer them 2 months weekly workshop, which means every week you have to only spend 1 hour on the webinar platform, just 1 hour on, let's say, Saturday. And whosoever joins and whenever they join doesn't ever matter, because it will be a cycle. It will be a weekend cycle. So 2 months is over for somebody. For somebody who joins after 15 days, it will be over after 2 months, because it will be a 2 month cycle. There are 8 skills that we are talking about it, which are important. So you don't come under a pressure. You only deliver 1 hour per week workshop. And even if you charge 2 months workshop ke liye for 8 skills, you're charging 1,000 rupees. I'm sure you'll agree with me. It's a very nominal price. It's like a 125 rupees per workshop, online workshop, session I'm talking about. 1,000 rupees into 100 people, which means every week you get 25 people. How do you get it? I'll talk about that. So it's about a lakh of rupees. So from career counseling, we created 1 lakh rupees, and from here also we got 1 lakh rupees, right? Okay, smart mind programming. What is smart mind programming? Smart mind programming is primarily the subconscious mind programming. It's a better word for subconscious mind programming. Why do we call it a smart mind programming? Because it works at night when the child sleeps. For example, if you want to impact the mind of the child and you want to program the subconscious mind of the child, you want the memory to be naturally increased, you want the concentration to be naturally increased. In under smart mind programming, we are going to give you an infant music therapy, concentration, memory, study music, positive energy music, pranic healing music, chakra healing. Now let me talk about the infant music therapy. Infant music therapy is a beautiful thing. When the mother is pregnant at that point of time, from fourth month onward, the child can feel the frequency, the vibration of the mother. And the vibration of the mother are developed by the emotions of a mother. So therefore, we say the mother's emotions should be taken care of it. She should read positive things. She should listen to positive things. She should always be happy. She should not be sad, because that directly impacts the child. So there's a music after the research which was cultivated called infant music therapy. From second month to 9 month, every month the music changes, and you have to listen to that music twice a day at a specific time. If you listen to that music, it has a special frequency which creates the vibrations, emotions, and in turn the vibration in the child, where the left and right brain gets balanced. So when the child is delivered and born, his left and right brain are balanced and is more intelligent. Right? Concentration music. You sleep for 15 days and listen to that music during that time, whether you're awake or you're sleeping. It will enhance your concentration. Similarly, memory, study music. While you're studying, put that music. Positive energy music, when you're low, put that. Pranic healing, if you want to heal yourself, put that. So, this is the infant music therapy. This is concentration music. This is the music for memory. This is the study music. This is the positive energy music. This is the pranic healing music. And this is the chakra healing music. So this is all going to be a part of it. And these are not the ones which we say are there on the YouTube. So how do we plan to sell? Infant music therapy generally can be very comfortably sold for 750 rupees. Concentration music, memory music, study music, and 2 ebooks, which we are going to give you as a part of a package. Memory and speed reading will cost you 497 rupees. If somebody want to have a chakra healing and pranic healing music, it will cost them 497. These are the prices that we recommend. Ultimately, it is your choice what are the prices that you need to keep it. Now coming to the income part of it. So we said you are going to generate a revenue of 1 lakh rupees from psychometric test, that is the career counseling, 1 lakh rupees from the skill development, right? In first project you require 50 people, and second thing you require 100 people. If you get spend 1,000 rupees and you get 25 people every week, that is 100 people. So which means you will get 2 lakh rupees only if you get 150 customers. So if we can say that INR 2,15,000 rupees is equivalent to 150 customers. So if you get 150 customer, you'll generate a profit of 2,50,000, not profit, revenue of 2,15,000 rupees. 10% is the conversion normally, right? Generally the conversion is 20%, but let's take as a market standard 10%. So which means to get 150 customer, you need to have a 1500 leads per month. You should have the fresh leads of 1500 people, which means we require 50 leads per day. So if you get 50 leads per day, which means you will be able to make 2,15,000 rupees. Okay. Now, how to reach 15 leads per day? This is what we actually teach you in the training. But normally you have to touch base with 50 customers by three ways. Either you are emailing them, you are WhatsApping them, and you are doing a telesales. These are the three major roles that you will have to play apart from the counseling. While you talk in terms of selling or marketing, these are the three main roles that you have to perform. To some customers, you have to email. To some customer, you have to WhatsApp. And to few people, you have to telesales. So you will not have to call 50 people. You may have to call only 20 people per day. Okay. Now, how do you get customer? That is the most important thing which people do ask me. First is the career coaching, I said. Second is the study skills. Third is the smart mind programming. Smart mind programming, you don't have to really separately market it. Whosoever has bought the career coaching or study skills, they are the only people who will be marketed and who would be buying that product. So I would only presume that 15% of the total customer who joins in study skill or career coaching, you are going to upsell them a product. That is, you can always give them the additional product, and maybe 15% of the people will buy it for 497 rupees. We are talking about it. So in totality, you are able to generate additional 15,000 rupees since you are not separating marketing. So 2,15,000 rupees you generate. Digital marketing expense will be about 40,000 rupees through which you will be generating these leads. When I say 40,000 rupees, people get upset. Yeah, how do I spend 40,000 rupees? Does it mean I'll have to park 40,000 rupees separately? No, it does not mean that. It primarily means you only have to park 3,000 rupees separately for the digital marketing expense, because rest it comes into the rotation. If you spend 3,000 rupees, you'll already be developing a business of at least 10,000 rupees. So it has already given you the income. So you don't have to worry about that. It will come into the rotation. So the money you are earning, it is going out of it, right? Now coming to the next part of it, that is how to get customers. Now let's talk about the digital marketing. Digital marketing is the in thing today. We all understand. Gone are the days when traditionally we had to market, we have to, stand in the mall, we have to do the road shows. Gone are those days. Today, digital marketing is the in thing. But when I talk about digital marketing, people get a feeling that I am not a digital marketer and I can't afford to hire a digital marketer. So how would I get benefited? So you don't have to worry about it. The very simple tool that you can use it is the Facebook marketing. In Facebook marketing, there's something called the lead generation marketing. So I would be in a position to tell you how the Facebook marketing will be done. And this is what we are going to share with you in the training. Now, lead generation is a very simple tool and it is very, very easy. Whomsoever that I want to reach, I can reach. I can decide if I want to spend 100 rupees per day, I want to spend 500 rupees just once, or whatever the budget may be. It will work in that particular thing. I can decide about the target audience. Let's say if I want to only reach the parents whose kids are between the age group of 10 to 22 years, because that's my target audience. I want to reach the target audience, the parents who are professionals and who can afford this. I want to reach the parents who do the online transactions so that they are not shying away from transacting online. I want to reach the people whose children study into the international school. I can choose all or either. So I can choose the right target audience. We will be giving you the copy and the image to begin with, and we will also be setting up the page or helping you to start the business and market that business. So, and the leads will be coming to you on the Facebook, and those are the leads to whom you should be sending the email format. We will be giving it to you. You will be doing the WhatsApp message to them, and then finally, you'll be converting them by voice call also. So, in totality, it will be a mix of three things that will be, but leads are going to be generated through this. And you don't have to worry about if you don't know about the digital marketing, because it's very simple and you don't have to learn the digital marketing. I'm just talking about one tool, Facebook ad campaign, and that to the lead generation. We are going to help you with that. That's a part of our training. And the training that we are going to give it to you contain everything. These are video tutorial. On the right hand side, we have written the duration also. So you will be giving the PPTs also, and you will be getting the MP4, which means the video tutorials also, and that will remain kind of a permanent with you, right? So you can visit any number of time, and we will be teaching you how to do that. Let me help you to understand how the dashboard looks like and what is the purpose of the dashboard. Dashboard is primarily meant to give you a structured mentoring, and this will be a step by step and day to day interaction process wherein we will have in a podcast on a daily basis, and that will help you to understand the task to be accomplished on that particular day. It's also a 30-day challenge wherein you would understand that first 2 weeks would be towards learning, and third week will be towards preparation for launch, and last week will be towards earning back the investment that you have made in this project. So to start with, there would be credentials that will be shared with you, and this dashboard access will remain with you for life. The moment you log into that by putting in your credentials, it will take you to another window like this, and then you will have to go for your own this thing, online education center blueprint. The moment you press access button, it will take you to this window, and this is the dashboard, and it will say let's get started, and then you'll start from there, and you have that complete thing. It's like welcoming video of mine, which will help you to understand about this dashboard. Also will help you to understand what is the process of generating psychometric test, and then it is it will also lead you to the drive where all the material is being parked, downloadable material that we have given to you. So all that stuff will be there. Then you can see on the left hand, and there's a comment section, so people do comment, if you want to comment something, you can comment, and then we can revert back to that. So that's the way. And once you've done that, you can mark it as completed here. So over here in this panel, you would come to know what is the percentage of course completion that you've done it. So since it's a 30 days, so what I've done is, if you see here, day 1 podcast, day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5, day 6. So it's a mix of podcasts, videos, PDFs, whatever is required for that particular day. Assuming that you have never been into the business, you're traveling into the business for the first time. So we understand you require training and practice for first 14 days, launch preparation for 3 days. 3 days it will take to you for FB ad campaign and the other stuff where we come online and validate the campaign, and then finally investment back challenge. So the last week you are able to recover back the investments, and you can do the learning any point of time. So you don't have to really worried about calling me or my team any point of time. It is like you have everything ready made, and that's when, if at all you get stuck up or you have a query, then is the time when you have to come back to us. But other than that, everything is being provided in this. Everything, be it the call that you have to make for telecalling, be it the script that is required for telecalling, be it the template which is required to be sent across as an emailer after the query is received, or the WhatsApp message that you have to do it. Or maybe the way the payment gateway has to be created, even that video tutorial is there. How the Facebook campaign has to be launched, that video tutorial is there. So if you have to get the photo shoot done, even on which particular day you should get it done. So it's a step-by-step process, and it's a day-to-day, like in a routine. You don't have to get confused. What do I do with the product once you receive it? These are the product. These are the day-to-day instructions. And if you just follow this roadmap, and you will never get confused, number one, and number two, you will get the destination and you'll get the assured success in this business. That's what it is, right? Then coming to the FAQs part of it, there are common FAQs which the people ask. Is the organization and promoters reliable? You don't know me, I don't know you. How do you rely on me? Just by a single webinar, it doesn't ever mean that I'm an authentic guy or I'm a genuine guy, right? This kind of a feeling might appear to somebody. We are a private limited company, and private limited company as an entity, right? We are operating for the last 6 years, and 28th July 2015 we were incorporated. By now, we have developed the connection, right? And that is something which is there. You can always explore our profiles if you wanted. Will online training make it confident to conduct the workshop? Yes, online trainings are very structured. Training modules are given through pre-recorded video sessions. And is there a competition? So when we say ki pre-recorded session, people feel ki fine, would that be suffice? Ideas that would suffice. And even if you really look at it, the video tutorials are very comfortable. If you are able to understand now, you will also be able to understand then, because that's in a very, very simple language. Is there a competition and will that affect me? The products are unique in nature. We create a very good combination, and so therefore these are unique product. It doesn't have a competition. Independently, people might be doing a workshop of memory workshops and all. Over here, we are talking about the complete packages that you're offering, and that is what we are going to help you with. Price advantage: you sell it at a price if the people love it. For them, it's a peanut. Training aids: the training, you are going to be the best in terms of knowledge. We are going to train you to an extent. And Facebook ad campaign, and that is what differentiating factor between us. We not only give you product and train you and tell you market, we teach you how to market, how to conduct batches week after week, month after month. You are able to actually get the business. That's what we are going to coach you. Will I be able to create an online batch for online skill training? With a digital coaching, you will never be short of leads. For product pricing, it's easy for you to create online batch. What if I fail? It's good to fail and rise again. That's what I feel. But then you will not fail for the reason because we have traveled that path and we have a success mantra. If I give you a formula and ask you to follow that for 30 days, if you just follow that, you'll be successful. So I'll guide you to what is that you have to do it almost on a daily basis so that you understand that on first day I have to do this, fifth day I have to do this, 10th day I have to do this, 15 days. It's a scheduled thing. I will be sitting with you while I will be discussing with you. I will be understanding your time basis which we can give you a general scheduling that how you should schedule your day to reach this business. And so don't worry about that. We have already failed. We will not allow you to fail. Do I need an office space? No. Do I need a staff? No. Do you have to pay a royalty? No, you don't have to pay a royalty because you're not a franchisee. It's going to be your own brand, right? So you don't have to pay a royalty. Whatever is there is the one time. When will I start making money? In the first month, you are able to recover your investment. Do I need a GST? You require a GST only after 20 lakh rupees, so you don't require. How will I collect payment? Payment gateways are there like Instamozo, PayUmoney. So these are the kind of payment gateways which are there, right? I'll now this is the biggest question that comes to me, and therefore I took it at the last. And this is the last FAQ I have it. And this is I like the concept, but I'm not confident of delivering the training. There are a lot of people who feel, yeah, training is part. I can do counseling part. That's fine. I can do the one-to-one counseling over the Zoom platform or the telephone. I'm okay with it. But when it comes to on the Zoom platform, when I have to interact with 20 kids or 30 kids or 40 kids, I don't know whether I would be confident and comfortable. But if you really want the kids to engage and really benefit, then you should conduct a weekly session, weekly 1 hour session for them to learn a new skill. And you're going to teach them the new skill. Now there are two scenarios. One is that you develop it and become confident. It is designed for a 10 years old. So if a 10-year-old can learn the skill, you can very well learn. If you can learn to teach, you have to be just very natural. You can do that. But benefits is you don't require infrastructure, low investment, high returns is there. Start earning from first week itself and get your investment back in first month. No experiments, proven business model, no royalty. Create your own brand, work-life balance, flexibility of time and place. Carry your business in a bag. Impact lives of students, make respectable money and command respect. Instantly after the payment we receive, you will get the payment receipt from our payment gateway called Instamozo. In 30 minutes of the payment made, you get WhatsApp message from my personal mobile acknowledging the payment received. And I will request a time of one-to-one discussion for tomorrow, maybe about for 20 minutes or 25. So either over the telephone or maybe if you want it on the Zoom platform, we can connect over it and I can answer any unaddressed query that you may have it. Right. So right now you can just, take a decision, move ahead. And if at all any further explanation that you require, further insight that you require, I would be spending some time, tomorrow, 20 minutes, 25 minutes, 30, depending on to your level of satisfaction. You should be satisfied with everything, and that is what we are going to do. So it will be there for tomorrow. I'm going to do that, and then in 2 hours' time, you will be getting an official welcome mail. Within 24 hours, you get the e-kit. So tomorrow, maybe tomorrow is Monday. So Monday, maybe about 2 o'clock, you will be getting your e-kit, and you will be able to download it from the Google Drive, the complete kit we are talking about it, right? And that's when the support starts, your journey starts, and we travel this journey together. What are you going to get first? Let's understand. You're going to get the psychometric test software. This is a latest software. It has no expiry. It will continue forever. It will generate n number of reports forever. There's no limitation for that. 3 months weekend skill development and MP4 for training. All PPTs you're going to get it. It takes time to develop PPT. Do you agree? And it takes time to develop the MP4 also, right? We have recorded all the session while we have delivered that to live to the kids. All these sessions are going to come to you. All these 8 sessions of NLP, all these things that we are talking about it, memory technique, wheel of life, speed reading, mind mapping, everything. And it's up above the standard because it's been created for international market. And we deliver this to the international market. That is what we are going to share with you. You're going to get the music therapies, that is the open files, ebooks, speed reading and mnemonics, lead generation through Facebook ad campaign, video tutorial, and online guidance. We are going to come online and help you to set up your first campaign. These are the things that you're going to get it. It's on your brand. You don't have to share the royalty. It is just a one-time payment. Plenty of the positive messages that we receive. People get emotional about it when they have their first income. They start running their household from that. So you feel so proud and you feel so good. Generally, I don't share these things, but then, my digital marketer says it's always good to share. People should know. How do they trust that the people are successful? So I think it's a format I have to share that, but there's so many videos that we have it.
Hello friends, I'm Karthik. I'm a banker by profession, and I was introduced to this concept of entrepreneurship not by me but by my wife. She was the one who started off on this whole journey because she is a QMath teacher, and she said this is something which is gelling well with what she is doing. And when I attended the first session, I had a few doubts and clarifications which Rajul gladly clarified. And the best part about the first 4 days was every place he was putting the entire session from our point of view. It was not like a session, like lecture where we have to take. It was from our point of view, wherein we move from an employee to an employer mindset. That was clearly taken care of. And every session had some takeaway in the sense how we start imparting it to other people. That angle was also covered. And by the end of 30 days, we had covered not only the core of what we will be taking up as a business, but every aspect of business that was needed, it was there. In the sense, starting from creation of your logo, company naming, domain creation, how we can host it in Bluehost, and your lead creation, how you can do the call, scripting, your Facebook ads that we needed. Everything was taken care of, including the way you start off on the first day. So end to end, it is all a complete handholding. I had lots of doubts in between, and Rajul was gladly ready to support any point in time. This 30 days, it's all just 30 days. Ardently put in the effort that is required. You will be taking up the plunge, and trust me, Rajul Shrivastava is there as our float until we start floating from our side, right? Until we start swimming, he is there to take care of us. Trust him and then go with it. You will definitely bang on success. There is absolutely no way this cannot be a successful entrepreneurship. Trust me, this has helped immensely from where I was a month ago to what I am now. So this is going to be an extremely successful journey. Take the plunge and then you will see you are able to swim. Until we sit in the shore and start looking at it, it is not going to be much meaningful. You just take the plunge. As I said, you take the plunge. There is a float in the form of Rajul Shrivastava, which will guide us through until we know a full-fledged swimming. So no doubt about it. Go with it. You will be successful. All the best, friends.
Investment and offer, and I want you to take a decision. Now's the time for the investment. How many people want to decide if payment is not very high and you feel this is the thing that you want to do it? I really want to understand. Are you excited to take up this opportunity? Forget about what the investment is. If you don't get into it because the investment is fine. But what I'm trying to say, if the investment is justifiable for thing that you can earn, forget about 2 lakh, 3 lakh, 4 lakh, even if it's fun. Are you, do you have the reason to take a decision? Do you want to safeguard your family? Let me share the investment now. This is the investment and an offer. And so if you really look at it, what are you going to get here? You are going to get here a psychometric test software. If I sell you alone the psychometric test software, I'll charge you 8,000 rupees. If I sell you the study skills, I'll charge you 8,000 rupees. Smart mind programming, 4,000. Training and video tutorials for the things that you don't do that is 5,000 rupees. So in totality, the total price is working out to be 25,000 rupees. But that's the investment generally which is there, and we used to sell it for this particular investment. But today, when I'm talking about it, I'm not going to offer you this opportunity for this price. I have a very, very special offer for you. And the final offer that we are going to give it to you is for rupees 9,900 plus GST. 18% is the GST, so it would be the tune of 12,098 rupees in totality. So 9,900 plus 18% GST plus payment gateway charges, in totality it will work out to be 12,000 rupees, 12,098 rupees to be precisely. And for the entire business that we are talking about it, where we are giving you a psychometric test software, we are going to give you the skill development thing, we are going to give you all the music frequencies. The entire program that we're going to give it to you is going to cost you just 9,900 rupees. And that is all. And I'm just floating an offer right now. Allow me to float an offer because this is the time that you need to book. And I love people who take action. Why do I love people who take action? For the simple reason, I love the people who take an action because they are the people who can walk with me. If you want to really walk with me and avail this business, you need to be at pace. You need to be doing certain things. There has to be certain level of commitment. I would be investing time with you, so I want you to also invest your trust in me, right? And so therefore it's very important that if I tell you, fine, this is what you need to do for the next 25 days or 30 days, you shall be doing that for the next 30 days. And trust me, the time will be not very far off when you will be leaving your job. Whosoever in job and you want to quit the job and get into it is going to be this. And in the link that you have right now, there's a book now button which is there, right? So if you go to the book now button, you can just book this offer. You have certain EMI facility on a certain bank credit cards also. So if you want to avail that also, you can do that. There are 3 months EMI, 6 months, 9 months, and 12 months on certain bank credit cards. It's not all, but generally you have a facility where whatever that you buy, you can divide whichever the credit card that you have, you can divide into the 6 months this thing. Though I don't think it's such a major investment where you have to really worry about it. But yeah, this is the investment. This is the investment which is there in this whole beautiful business, where you are going to actually become an online entrepreneur. You are going to safeguard your family. We are going to mentor you, guide you, and you are going to actually help the society at large. This is what exactly is the opportunity. So I want you to book, and just book it, because if you lose this particular opportunity, when is that next opportunity and what is that next opportunity that will come? I am not sure. I'm not trying to push. I'm just trying to make you aware that you have been thinking about an opportunity for a very long time now, right? And how long do you continue to keep on thinking about it? It's the time you take a first step. You have to take the first step. If you do not take the first step, how would you on earth, be able to move forward? If you want to learn swimming, you have to get into swimming pool. And even for that matter, if you talk about this particular product, let's say if you've got one or two kids, and you've got the kids who are your brother's kids or sister kids, even if you buy this product and apply it to them, I think your cost is recovered. Point is not about the cost. The point is about the energy. The point is about how passionate you are to basically get into it. And if you are passionate about it, then is the reason. If it is coming from inside, then is the reason you should say, I want this. I want to change and transform my life. I want to really get into it. This is something which I can relate with. I mean it. I want to I want to really make the difference in the life of students. They need it and you deserve money. Simple. It's a win-win situation. The best businesses offer win-win situation for everybody, for the children, for you, and for me, everybody. And we all have a value, that we take home. For students, they have a value, there's certain value that they take home. For you, there's a value that you're connecting with me, and for me also, there's a value. So, in totality, we all are connected, and we all are sailing into the bit. And more than that, trust me, what happens is there are many instances where we try to have the Zoom call. All the people who are going to be signing up or the people who are there, sometimes not very often, but yeah, we do conduct the Zoom call and we just do the singing session. We just do the, the mimicry session, something like a talent show, so that you're connected. It's a family. You're sitting at home. It's not about earning money. It's much beyond that. You just love being online. You just love being singing, doing musty, being naughty about it. At the same time, earning money, competing with one another. That's the kind of a society that I'm looking at it, who impacts the life of the people, who is able to make money, and this is what it is. So these kind of a scenarios I'm trying to develop and trying to bring up, so that sitting at one corner of the house, you don't feel not very motivated. You need to be motivated. You need to be connected. We all are from the corporate background. My corporate background, I have spent 25 years into the corporate world. I was a managing partner with DLF. And that is the point of time when I was the peak of my career, led the job. You know why? Because that was the time I wanted to follow my passion. You need to take a decision. We all need to take a decision, right? If we can't take a decision today, when is that we are going to take a decision? So this is what it is. I really appreciate that you decide on that. It's your fate. At the end of it, it's your business. Only my commitment to you can be, I can put in my 100%. I can help you, guide you. You have to walk the path. I can motivate you, inspire you. I can give you live examples. I can tell you the most practical way that you can build up this business. Impacting lives of people, getting that benefit, parents' appreciation, everything comes together. It's a respectable field, my dear friends. And let's walk shoulder to shoulder and make it happen. And for easy things, you don't get money. So the thing should be difficult for you so that you make money. This is what I feel. If you're able to connect with me, if you're able to buy my ideas, and if you think that we can share the idea, we can share the ideology, we can share the value system, we can share the business, we can impact lives of the society at large, I can only tell you, I am committed to help you grow and make you successful. At least your investment comes back to you in 10 to 15 days. That's a very P thing. I don't even talk about it. I'm not talking about the investment coming back. If you are thinking that risk, if I don't get my 10, 12,000 rupees back, what would be? Then this is not a business for you at all. This business is only meant for you if at all, if you're passionate about it. If you think you want to do that, right? Whosoever has booked it, I would like to congratulate you all, and I would just, yeah, I would be connecting with you tomorrow. I'll send you the message today, and you'll also get the email by EOD today. So keep that trust, and let's do that business together, okay? And let's make a good impact onto the society, and let's take that mission ahead, and let's make money. Making money is important, and that too sitting at home. Lockdown happened, people said keep on lockdown. Everybody was crying. I was always locked down, you know. I rarely used to go out type. I used to go out only for the exercise and the rest of the thing, but then that was the only thing. So I never used to go out so often, and that's what exactly. So when I was locked down, it was not a new thing for me. I was generally comfortable, and entire business that I've developed, I generally earn good. I would be humbled, but I would still accept that. I make money, and I make money online, and that's a big achievement that I've done it. But if I've done that, I want to teach everybody that how you can make money online. Everybody else is big. This is the time you should book, take the offer. It's a golden offer. I'm telling you. You will miss the opportunity, then it's gonna be 14,900 plus GST. So if you really want to avail, trust me, it is beautiful. Trust me, it's a value for money. You would just be able to recover the investment. You'll get a lot of good learning. You can use it for your own children and the kids in your family. So it's a good gift also for them. But it's an opportunity. Take it. It'll help you. I'm there to support you. Keep that trust. My 6 years experience and digital knowledge is something I have put it into one single content. I'm going to help you with that. So tomorrow, if you have to market any other product other than that, you can comfortably market that. There's no problems about it, right? So if that is something you're looking at to learn a new skill of digital marketing, to learn the skill development, to learn how to develop your own personality, I think this is the platform for you. You must understand that if not this, then what? If not now, then when? If not you, then who? If you don't do it, who else is going to do it? Right? And similarly, you will be speaking to 50 people and 100 people. I'm going to show you that platform. You may conduct a free memory workshop and invite a lot of people and convert the people out of it. That is very crazy. That really happens. That's one way you can market. So you don't have to really call upon everybody and just tell them that. You have given the value add. You have to add the value into the life of people. Today, whosoever has attended the webinar, I would have added some value at least. They would have learned something new. I think the time would have been worth still, and that is what exactly I believe in. We need to add a value into the lives of people.